Okay. All right. It's Sunday night. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Dale Hayes is here.
Who?
Mexican Spec. Dale Hayes.
Dale Hayes first in. Mexican Spec, what's happening, man?
Fubar.
Fubar.
Oscar Gonzalez.
Oscar, what's happening?
72Z28.
Welcome, my friends.
Kim fixes things.
Kim, what's happening?
Okay. Alan Shildross.
Yes.
Someone is going to lose some weight soon, he says.
What's that?
Someone's going to lose some weight soon,
Oh, please. So, I come in, I just came back from the shop a half hour ago, right? Or so. And I walk in the door, and she says, "You're filthy." And I says, "Yes, I know. I was just rolling around under a car." She says, "You need bigger shirts. Your stomach is sticking out." I says, "Well, maybe I need to eat less pizza, because that's what we had today, the whole friggin' pizza." So then I says, "All right, I gotta be careful."
Is that how he said it mean like that?
That's how I heard it.
Okay.
You're fat and.
I did not say that.
So I says, "No, I don't need bigger shirts. I need smaller meals." So then she goes, "I'm going to the store." So she leaves and she comes back like 15 minutes later and she says, "Look, I brought cookies."
So don't eat the whole box in one
I'm not going to eat the whole box in one sitting. It's just, "You're fat. Here's cookies." This is how it
I
goes.
didn't say you're fat. You came in and you were really dirty.
Yes.
See, Uncle Tony's Bakery? No way. No. Absolutely not.
I could bake if I chose to.
Bake. Josh Homan, good to be here. I see that Tony is fashionably late again.
Yes.
Always.
I was doing very impressive things.
Bill McKisk is here. Thunderstrucker. Structure. Let's see. Hello, Mexican Spec. South Farmington says, "Good evening, guys. Have a great week." Tiki Farley's here. Mitten Made Muscle.
Welcome,
Amish
everybody.
Mafia. Yo, bro.
Yo.
Dale Hayes. I said it already, I think. Curmudgeon. Got a couple shirts today. Thanks for the bonus. Nice.
What bonus did you
I
give?
guess you got a bonus shirt. Or whatever I sent.
The special.
The special, yeah.
You want to do another special?
Oh, God, no. I'm not even caught up from this one.
What do you mean you caught up from
It
this
took me
one?
2 weeks to print all those shirts.
Oh, come on. So then you're ready
I
to
got the
go.
last ones from that special out, but I still have a few more shirts to get out from
Then
newer orders.
you're clearly ready for
No, I'm
another
not
one.
clearly. I printed day and night. Night and day.
She did.
I just kept ordering things.
The-
More ink.
The merch destroyed her life. Like
My
she,
screen broke. I had
she-
to make another screen. Like, there's 2 holes in my screen. No, you don't understand.
you guys crippled her with orders. Thank you.
I need more shirts. No. I'm out of extra larges. I can't fix this order because I'm out of this size. Order more shirts. Order more wrappers. Yeah.
Well, hopefully most everybody got what they
Yeah,
wanted.
hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. If not, send a letter to the complaint department.
Right. Helen Waite.
What?
Helen Waite.
Helen, wait.
That's her name. Helen Waite.
Yeah?
Head of the complaint department.
Oh.
When you have a problem, you go to Helen Waite.
Yes. Hello, 104 Speed Shop. I don't think we're supposed to tell anybody that.
What?
Fubar put up the link to our merch.
You don't remember you? Oh, thank you, Fubar.
Am
Yes, definitely. Everybody.
Yeah. No, you guys are good. Brad's Restoration says, "Kathy, are you making the silk screens?" Yes, I am. And my main screen got 2 holes in it, and I don't know why.
The main screen, the one screen
God.
that's like been on 1,000 shirts, easy.
That I need for every shirt, though.
Yeah.
Because it's the front logo. Yes. And
Which
I'm
makes the
making
ones that you
cookies now.
currently have far more collectible because they were done with this original screen.
Happy holidays, John Boat. Yeah,
Yes.
I hope I said that right. Fubar's laughing. Maniacally, I'm sure. He's like, I put up the merch link.
Fubar, please do me a favor, right? Every minute and a half.
Oh.
Drop the merch link again.
They can only buy shirts that I have printed already. That's it.
What do you have printed?
I have the internal combustion shirt printed. I have the sketchy shirts printed. And I have the UTG, it's not how fast you go, it's how you go fast shirts. Those are printed.
But what about the John Dodge shirt?
No,
Everybody
you
loves
cannot have
those.
the John Dodge shirt. Oh God. You don't understand. There's ink all over around the sink because they had to print one shirt and get it in a package and then wash the screen.
You guys gotta understand, we're a micro operation here.
Micro.
Yeah.
Just me. Hello, Dada. I appreciate the orders very much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, very much appreciated. But just understand
we
stuff.
work for it.
Yeah, we work for it. This stuff comes like reeking of cigarettes and,
no, it
and
doesn't.
covered in dog hair.
It does not.
It's real.
No, it does not.
It's earthy.
There's no dog hair on the shirts. They're all wrapped in plastic. Let's see. Keith Lewin, I'm sorry I messed that up, says, you ever been in a hostile work environment? It sucks.
I
Have
have often been my own hostile work environment.
Most of the time you create them. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, the truth is, I'm the most at home and the most relaxed in a hostile work environment.
Sorry, yeah, it does suck.
You know, it's the way I'm wired. I can't explain it. It's just the way I'm wired. Bring on the hostility and chaos.
Ron Armstrong says, I regret the dog hair comment last week. No, there's no dog hair. It's okay, Ron. Let Tony get warmed up.
Let me get warmed up.
Tanny Boyd says, work often makes me hostile. I mean, I kept my cool through all my work, pretty much. The only thing I really got upset about was the holes in the screen, but I just
You
kept
came
going.
close to meltdown a couple of times, but you kept it together.
I did keep it
I got to
together.
hand it to you. You kept
I
it
did.
together.
I got everything done and out.
You guys have no idea how hard she worked this week. It was
2 weeks.
it was
2
funny
weeks.
actually.
I worked really hard. Not that I don't work hard as it is, but let's see. Merch special idea: free dog hair with every shirt. Laugh out loud.
No problem. Every second or third week, there's enough hair collectively around that you can put it all together and make a dog.
Let's see. Any drones in Tennessee, Tony? I don't think so.
They had them over Oak Ridge,
Oh, good, good.
but the ones over Oak Ridge were round. The guy said that they were round
Oh,
and they were
good.
quiet. Yeah.
Awesome. Are they firing their laser beams?
Yes, firing their laser beams.
Okay. Lentils are beans, that's right.
Whose?
Lentils are beans.
Lentils? Yes, they are
Yeah.
definitely beans.
They're really good for you. Don't eat too many.
I don't eat
though.
lentils.
Lentil soup is delicious.
That is for people who can't afford meat, yes.
No, don't eat too much though.
It's just poverty food.
It's not poverty food. It's really good for you.
It may be good for you, but it's still, that's what the poor Italians used to eat.
Oh Jesus.
They used to shape it into the form of like chicken.
No, they did
Yes,
not.
they did.
It's really filling. Let's see. Mexican Spec says if a UTG shirt does not smell like a cigarette, it is not a real UTG
That's
shirt.
right.
Yes, it
That's-
is.
We put certain anti-counterfeiting measures in place.
Oh jeez.
So that, if somebody was to return a shirt, we can instantly identify it as one of ours.
You know.
The last few of them had Kathy's tears.
My tears.
The DNA is
I
like Kathy's
cried.
DNA is actually in the shirt.
I didn't cry. I got it done.
You came
Like
close.
a champion.
You were a champion, but you did come close to breakdown a couple of
No,
times.
where was it breaking down over?
Oh, come on. I came in here the other day,
Yeah.
and you had boxes and packages, and you're like, I need help! And what do you want me to do?
I was getting
Nothing, get out of my way!
I was getting confused. Okay, so if anybody's order is mixed up, just send me an email. Because at one point, I had boxes. Like medium flat rate boxes, because some people ordered a bunch of shirts. And I had bags. And I got confused as to what was going in each box. Like, because I was printing them and packaging them and putting them into boxes, but I have it like written down like what goes in each box. But then I was like, did I make this? And then once a box had some shirts in it, I would have to pull them all out and look at them again and say, okay, is this right?
No.
So, there's probably a mistake somewhere.
I
So
helped.
if there is a mistake, just email us. UncleTony'sGarage@gmail.com and I will fix it.
She sent me off with envelopes with shirt sizes written on them, and I had to go through piles of shirts.
He
to
did
get
help
them.
me go get some
I did.
shirt sizes and that were printed already, and
Yes.
I folded them. He did help. Okay. I miss the days when drones were called UFOs. Okay. Oh, thanks, Fubar. He put up the merch link.
Oh no, guys! Don't buy merch. Kathy is just recovering now. Don't put her through any more turmoil.
Let me see.
You're dirty
Got my
and
shirt.
fat.
Thank you so much.
Have
Thank
some
you so
cookies.
much. Cass McKenty. I said that wrong too, I'm sure. Thank you. Like I said, if any orders are wrong, feel free to email us and I'll fix it. No charge to you. 9 days till Christmas Eve. God. Yeah. I don't know if I can get them in there in time, but some of them made it in time. I sent an order to Australia, and that made it in time.
And you just sent one to England.
I just sent one to England. I don't know if that will make it in time. I don't think it will. Canada has USPS is on strike, so everything's going to go UPS. So I don't know if that'll make it on time. I have no idea. I don't know.
It's out of your hands.
It's out of my hands.
You delivered it on time, accurately.
Well, I don't know if I delivered it on time.
You delivered it on time,
I could.
and now it's in the hands of the system.
Yeah. Let's see. Can't Uncle Antonio run the shirt making machines? Oh no.
I'm busy doing other things.
Actually, I'm not using a machine anymore.
That's all gone.
I do everything by eye. I just lay the shirt out on a board and I put the screen on it and it's all done by eye.
Yeah, it
And
turns
we
out
cannot
it's
do
just
that.
it's just as fast. It's just as simple. It takes up a lot less space.
Then the machine. No, the machine is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is pretty. Oh, it's easy. You get a lot done more quickly, I think, because you're just working in a bigger space.
Yeah.
In here, it's.
But
kinda
we don't have the
crowded.
big space anymore.
No, we don't. Let's see. Wargo says, "Hey Tony, took my Newport around the block. Runs about as good as it can on brown gas. What can cause
Oh, don't
the
run it.
throttle return to not return as good as it should?"
Don't run it on the brown gas. I made a big mistake years ago. Probably, long time ago now. Right after we moved to Tennessee, I bought a car, and it had a full tank of gas in it, and it had just turned brown. Right, like in other words, it wasn't dead completely. All right, but it was brown, and it was the old gas. So yeah, it had to be. Oh God, 2004, 2005. So anyway, make a long story short, I ran it. I says, okay, well, it'll run on this. It's not going to run very well, but it'll run just the same. So when I first got this thing started, drove it was fine, and after about 100 miles or so, it developed a miss. And I was like, what the hell is this? So I ran the rest of the tank through, filled it with fresh, and I drove the car a couple thousand miles. But the miss was driving me crazy. So eventually I popped the cylinder head off of it, and I found that one of the cylinders, the rings had gummed themselves. That brown gas was just enough that it gathered around the rings on this one cylinder, and it stuck the rings. So if you're running around on brown gas, don't do it. Siphon the tank out and start from fresh. Like, it's not going to hurt you to start the engine and let it run for a few minutes, but don't drive it like that.
Let's see. Stuck valve. Did you change the air in the tires? Scoop. We saw Scoop before on different.
Scoop.
Scoop
Scoop.
was commenting on what was that channel?
Salty Cracker?
No, the biker channel.
Oh, Veteran Biker.
Veteran biker.
Yeah.
We watched
Oh, I think we were
the
watching
video.
Veteran Biker this
I
morning.
was like, this Scoop.
Yeah. Yeah, Kathy was like, oh, it's Scoop, it's Scoop. I said, who's Scoop? She said, he's on our show.
It's funny. Let's see.
Shout out to Veteran Biker, by the way. We watch him every Sunday morning, I think. He's got a live.
Is it in the morning?
Yeah. We watch John Levy, and then I wake up, I have coffee, I watch John Levy's Sunday morning presentation, and then Veteran Biker.
Have you seen TK Garage's videos on the drones, Tony?
I have not.
Oh, Scoop says Veteran Bikers Live is on right now. Okay.
Oh, is it really? Well, go over there and give him a shout out for us.
Dead Dog's Garage. Scoop is everywhere.
Jamie, I just watched your video.
We watched it.
I listen. I told Kathy, do not leave a comment on that video. But I said, it's clear that Jamie's struggling, right?
You told me not to leave a comment?
Did you leave a comment?
I don't remember what you said.
Did you leave a comment on his video?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I might have.
I told you. He's struggling.
Yeah.
He's our friend. What did you say?
He said, really thought you would look more smug right now.
No, Jamie, I would
What did
never.
I say? I didn't say anything.
I would never take pleasure in somebody who's stolen all my freaking views. I would never take pleasure in them suffering through mechanical issues with an EFI system. You didn't really leave a comment on his.
No, you did.
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
You had me type it.
Did not. She's a liar.
Oh, I'm lying now.
Please. Remember the who was that? Sybil, the chick with like 21 personalities.
27.
27. Right.
Yeah, I watched that movie. I was inspired by it. She said, and I'm quoting directly here, ha 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 ha. Ah! You forgot the,
Did she?
You forgot the exclamation point, Jamie.
Oh my God, that's so cruel. That's so cool. Jamie, you want a carburetor? I could drop one in the mail to you. Take a mechanical secondary Holley, swap the power valve out for a blank, epoxy close the hole that the choke rod goes through, and send it.
Okay. Chris says, hi, Uncle Tony and Aunt Kathy. Drones have been in my town last night in Massachusetts.
Yeah, they're everywhere, bro. They're everywhere.
Okay.
The whole Northeast, from DC all the way, the corridor of doom. The exact place that I refer to as the corridor of doom is exact. Well, but it's true. We were talking about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. The I-95 corridor from Alexandria to Boston, the corridor of doom, and that's exactly where all of these drones are being seen.
The Dutch Ross says, believe it or not, I have a couple that'll do it.
Okay. Well, if you have, wait, Jamie, I don't understand. If you have perfectly good functional carburetors, why did you have all that other stuff? I figured you needed a carburetor, and so you went and you got all these different EFI systems to try each one,
I don't know.
I guess he has a carburetor.
I guess so. Must have missed 60 minutes. What? Tony, what are your thoughts on stroking a 318 to 350 or 390 cubic inches?
You can. I mean, if you're going for size, really, you're better off with a 360 block. You throw the 4-inch crank in there. But I mean, you can, but.
What are you doing?
I don't know, just making these. The 350 is really.
You lost your train of thought?
I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking about Jamie and the trouble that he's going through.
You should just drive out there and help him.
I should, but I won't.
Why not?
Oh, I can't. You've already created an enemy with your hostile comment.
I have.
Yeah, ha 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 ha.
Exclamation point. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the 350 is the easiest one. That's you just take a 360 crank and turn on the mains and boom.
Scoop says, okay, now I did. What did you do, Scoop? Did you go to the channel and tell him that we said hello?
All right.
Jamie's laughing. He's laughing emoji.
It's a sarcastic laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, I'll just take some more of his views.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna do his live right now anyway.
I know.
So he can take all of our
He
live.
can take all of our live. Fubar will
I'll
stick
tell
on.
you right now, he doesn't print his own T-shirts.
He does not.
No.
He does not.
Let's see. Will UTG ever mess with EV cars?
Did I?
Will you? Will UTG ever do that?
I mean, I'm not allergic to them. I've said this 1,000 times. I have no problem with electric cars. I have a problem with government mandating that everybody get an electric car, which is absurd and communist and evil. But an electric car itself doesn't bother me in the least. If somebody was to bring me an electric car and say, hey, let's do something with this, I don't know exactly what I would do with it, but I'd be interested.
Okay. Let's see. Talking to each other. Hey, yo, pastries. Yes, Zach,
Yo.
pastries.
Yes,
Italian pastries.
they're nice cookies from Publix.
And nice cookies.
Wow, they
What?
went up by $1.
I know they went up. Yep.
Holy jeez.
Let's see. Try
Nice
some
one
more.
with sprinkles.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Italian sprinkles. I have made a stew with water, potatoes, carrots, onions, peas, and some of the Japanese golden curry stuff. It was okay, but not great. What is the Japanese golden curry stuff?
I know, I had
Carrots, onions, peas, potatoes.
I
It
had
needs
curry.
either more vegetables or chicken.
I had curry chicken at the Indian yesterday. It was delicious. It was
Yeah.
blazingly hot. It was delicious.
Natasha's Kitchen has a really good recipe for vegetable soup.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Nice.
rather have it without the liquid. And
Just have vegetables.
well, no, you substitute the vegetables for meat.
No liquid.
So yeah,
No
slight
vegetables
substitutions.
for
No,
meat.
take the liquid away and substitute the vegetables for a different meat.
All right,
And
Jimmy.
it's delicious. Oh, and put it on the grill.
Oh, you're an
Yeah.
idiot.
Don't cook it in a pot. Put it on the grill.
Let's see, Jamie says, yes, I think I pinned his comment. Haha. Hey, I hit 50,000 subs today, and you guys deserve a genuine thank you.
Congratulations.
No question, the UT bump was a big help.
Anytime I can bump you, I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as I've done before, I've created a monster over here. The best Mopar channel on all of YouTube. Did Dodge Garage. So if you're not subbed over there, go. Not just Mopar stuff. He's just an all-around good gearhead mechanic, musician guy. I like that song at the end.
Let's see. What about shrinkflation? He's, yeah. A lot of stuff has gotten a lot smaller.
Yep.
Cheap seats, cookies made in Brooklyn? I don't think.
No, they look like the ones made in Brooklyn. They taste like the
Yeah,
ones
they
made in
taste the
Brooklyn.
same.
But no, they're
Italian
from
cookies
Publix.
for sure. Let me see. No, they come from a manufacturer.
Do they?
They're not. Publix doesn't make them. Let's see who makes them. Bambolo Biscotti makes them.
Ah.
Assorted Italian cookies, handcrafted biscotti like the old country. Where are they made? Let's see.
Taiwan.
They're not made in Taiwan. They're probably made in America by Bambolo. I don't know, it doesn't say where Bambolo is. You can Google it. It's somewhere in the United States. Let's see.
Do you want a cookie?
Bambolo, Tony. Why don't you speak Italian?
Because
Because
I speak English, barely. I have a hard time.
Really speak English.
You edit the videos. you take out all the
my
weirdness.
goodness.
I can barely speak English. You want me to speak Italian.
Your family used to speak Italian.
But they're all dead.
They're
Those.
not all dead.
The ones that spoke Italian
Yeah,
are.
they. Well, no, your great aunt is still alive. She's like 96 or 7, 98. I don't know.
So let's
She
send her
speaks
cookies.
Italian. Let's see, Barrow's Garage. Does a dead battery and a good alternator count as an EV? I have a couple of those.
If you've ever run your manual transmission car up the driveway into the garage on the starter motor, that qualifies as an EV.
Territory says, Tony, how long do you anticipate the 350 engine rebuild will be? Will it include installation into the Impala?
350.
No, I guess he missed the fact that you're taking the 350 out. And
Okay, no, the 350 is coming, it's actually a 283.
Okay.
The small block's coming out, we're putting a 454 in. Actually, I did a video, the last couple of videos we did was about the cylinder heads. I am not doing the installation on it. I don't have the space, and I have no inclination to do it. So Ducky's going to handle all of that. He had a car accident.
Oh no.
Yeah, he had a car accident last, I think he said Wednesday or Thursday. He woke up in the hospital.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, he's okay. He's okay, but he had a bad car accident. So he was supposed to get the block to the shop this weekend, and he probably won't be like up and out and about until like next weekend.
That's terrible. So, he's okay though?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
What was he driving?
His Honda Accord.
Oh.
It's like his ghetto jet go to work car. So at any rate, it'll be delayed a little bit, and he's going to handle the installation and all of that. And I have no idea but we're going to do the motor build live at the shop.
Is Uncle Ducky okay, Joe K?
Yes, he's okay. He's banged up, but he's okay.
Okay, that's good. People drive like idiots here.
They do.
Absolute idiots.
We have at least one fatal accident a week in this town.
Freaking bad.
It is. It's getting a little out of hand.
Let's see. Yeah, I've noticed that now when I go through a green light, I look both ways.
Yeah, you can't take anything for granted.
People are running red lights like freaking crazy.
I know.
And I almost got T-boned like twice from people running red lights doing like 65 on Old Fort and on Case Lane.
I know.
They would have killed me. Like literally, they would have.
You got two types of bad drivers in this town. You have the ones that can't manage to get up to the speed limit. You know, the speed limit's 30. They're running at 19. Okay, we've got plenty of those. And then you have the opposite end of it, and it's just like on the wood all the time. So it's like those two different factions, those two extremes.
Did you see what happened in Lebanon, Tennessee?
No.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, because we have to show everybody.
Well, tell me first. What is it?
Can't tell you. It's a crash.
It's a crash?
Through the square.
Oh no.
They went flying. They flew through the air. Hang on. I'm gonna get
on the square in Lebanon?
In the square in Lebanon.
My friend Jack has a guitar shop on the square in Lebanon.
Oh. Oh, they broke the lawyer's windows. Hang on.
Jack Brunson, if any of you guys are looking for a good guitar guy, really knows his stuff. He's in Lebanon.
Let me find it. Hang on. Oh, you're going to appreciate this once I get it. Hang on.
All right, but you realize we're on.
I know we're live. Just talk to me.
I don't know what to talk about.
Hey, Tony, you ever built a rat road?
No. No, not intentionally. Plenty of things I've built to turn out really ratty, but I've never actually set out to build one.
Hang on.
Well, give me another question while you do that.
Oh my goodness. Olive says, hey everyone.
Hey, Olive.
Scoop says, I'll find me a Fender with thin line acoustic, the strip string one, not the nylon string one. You got that, Tony?
Say that again now?
Oh, jeez. What do you mean, say it again? I'm not saying that again. UT, do you eat lupinis at Christmas?
No. I don't even know what that is.
Okay. You watch it first.
I eat
Tony.
beef.
Okay. You watch it first and you see if... Horrible.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, this is...
Oh, he's drunk. He got out of the car and he's like, you got me, I'm drunk.
Is it going to play
You
in
have
loop?
to replay it. I don't know. Hold it down. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yep. Lebanon. Town Square, Tennessee.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, I took it
What?
away just as the
Yeah.
crash was happening.
Okay. Well, it went through once.
Oh, it did go
Hang on,
through.
hang
What?
on.
I'm
Hold
sure I want
on.
to see it again.
There it goes. Yep. Holy shrimp. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. He was drunk.
Please.
That's how people drive in Tennessee.
No, this is what I ride a motorcycle with these people.
Yeah. Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's great.
Crazy.
Here you go.
Definitely did not use the brake. No, people were mentioning that.
No.
He didn't hit the brakes. Alright. I told you it was some crash.
It's still playing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Hang on. No, why is my phone on this? Yeah, it's off. Okay. Laugh out loud, Tony. Just talk. You talk all the time.
I know, it's a problem.
Yeah. Let's see. Nice landing. Damn roundabouts.
An excellent execution. I mean,
Nice shot. Sweet, that's action moving material. It is, yeah. Looks like it. He aced the lampposts, yeah. Yeah, he did. He got like 3 of them. Those lights were still on as they fell.
good solid wiring here in Tennessee.
I still haven't tried to steal a Christmas cookie from what the wife made yesterday. I want to keep my fingers. Aw.
She didn't make extra for you?
Aw.
Ah, that's you got a bone to pick there. Actually, you should go talk to a lawyer.
Let's see. Well, she's talked to a lawyer.
She made Christmas cookies and put me aside from him.
You can sneak one.
Did you at least get the batter?
I don't know.
I'm a batter thief. I'm much more interested in the batter than the finished
Okay.
product.
David Slavinsky says, back in the day, the exhaust manifold had a heat-activated damper on one side. What was that about?
That was to force some of the exhaust to go through the intake manifold to heat the plenum of the manifold and get the choke to work. So without that valve on the one side, the exhaust just wants to go out the exhaust. It creates like a draft situation, where the exhaust that's in the pipe is pulling the scavenging, okay? So by putting that flapper on the one side, it puts resistance, it breaks the draft on the one side and forces the exhaust to go through that passage in the intake manifold and out the other side. Then once the engine is warmed up, once the plenum is all heated up, there's a thematic spring on that relaxes and it opens it up, so then the exhaust just flows. Did that make sense?
I think so.
Oh, I'm asking him.
Oh, I don't know. Fun with Cars says he worked for the Dukes of Hazzard stunt crew.
He could have.
Could have. Sometimes they are known as wrongabouts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Santa. You Uncle Santa?
That's not really that's actually part of the original square. Like that's like it was like a monument in the middle of the square.
That's in the city right next to us.
Yeah, so it's not really a round. They didn't intend it to be a roundabout. It just evolved that way.
I'm sure he drives in Murfreesboro though.
Oh, I'm positive.
Positive.
I'm positive.
Probably from Murfreesboro. Let's see. Okay, Old McDonald says she only made 46 dozen this year. She normally makes about 120 dozen. Yeah, oh no, my days of doing that are over. Yeah, I'm sorry. You should be able to sneak some from now. Should be. But if she's counting, then that's a problem. Italian food in Italy is just food. Yes, it's
Yes.
very good. It's just food. No, nothing special Italian here this year. I had an 84 Ram Charger that had that setup. Which setup? Easy Life. Who's he talking to? He's talking to you?
I guess.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, is it what you just talked about?
Oh, like literally everything had that. That was standard equipment on like every V8 produced during the carburetor era.
Christopher Mowry, Tony, should I use electronic gauges or manual gauges on my 83 square body?
Oh, mechanical, man. Analog gauges. Digital gauges are just so tacky.
You just got gauges, didn't you?
Yeah, I just got it. Actually, you know what? It wasn't a bad deal. I needed gauges for the Belvedere. So I was like, I don't want to spend money on this friggin' thing, right? So,
That's nice.
so
Did you give up on the pipe? They're asking.
no, I have it there, and I even bought tobacco. I bought pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. But wait, so
It's right here.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I needed gauges for the car. I had no gauges in it. So I'll just run over to Harbor Freight because Harbor Freight always has these 3 packs of gauges. They were out. And then I says, all right, well, I'll just run over to one of the auto parts stores and grab the cheapest set they got. So I went into O'Reilly's and they had a set of 3 gauges, and it was like $8,000 or $9,000. Okay, it was like
That's too much.
It was like these are gauges, you know, like. So then I went to I says, all right, that's ridiculous. So I went across to Advance, and they had a similar set of gauges, and it was only about $4,500. So
That is?
yeah, and I says, you know what? I know I'm being cheap, okay, but I just can't see spending money on that car. So I came back and I went online, and Amazon had a set for like $19 that looked exactly like the ones that they had at O'Reilly's for $8,000.
Yeah.
So I ordered those, and I says, I don't care if they're shit or not. They just have to show me if it's got some oil pressure and show me it's got some temperature. That's it. So I got them. Actually, they were really nice. I know they're made in some sub area of
Squeegee something?
yeah, the Orient. They come from some place like that. They made slave labor, slave child labor. I know, I get that, but it was actually they nice package, or nice set of gauges. They came with all of the hardware, screwed everything in. They worked as intended. So yeah, good deal.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good. You didn't know what they were called, right?
No, they would just go to Amazon and look up 3 gauge.
Yeah, you'll
right,
find
oil
it.
pressure gauge, and it'll have a 3.
They came right
yeah.
up, right?
Yeah,
You
just get
didn't
the
have to
cheapest
search
one they
for
have.
it.
It's they're all the same. They just put them in different boxes. Actually, they came in a white label, not a white label box, just a plain cardboard box. No labeling, no nothing, no instructions. Which, if you do with 10,000 sets of gauges over the course of your life, you don't need the instructions. But
Yes, Tony smokes bugler.
yes, they do. Enthusiastically.
The easy life said, when I told my wife you were sending me mac and cheese, she just shook her head and asked why. I told her that's just how this page rolls.
That's just what?
How this page rolls.
Yeah. Why would your
I
wife?
sent it. It's out. It went yesterday.
Yeah, why would your wife think that was unusual?
Yeah,
Macaroni and
mac and
cheese is
cheese.
very popular. She doesn't like macaroni and cheese?
I don't know. You can make it for her. And
We can
then
send
she'll
cookies.
be grateful. She'll be like, oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, you made mac and cheese. You're the best.
Do any of you guys want these cookies? Because I hate that shit in the middle of the
I
cookie.
eat the one. I hate the green one.
Well,
Well, I mean, I'll share my cookies.
yeah, we'll send them. So if you want
Wait,
cookies,
No, hold it. I'm
Okay.
not sending cookies.
Listen to me.
They're gonna get smashed.
Tonight's special for the rest of the night.
No specials. No
Tonight's special for the rest of the
specials.
night.
We're done with specials.
Listen to me.
No.
You buy any shirt
No.
that we've already got packaged.
No.
You buy an internal combustion shirt. What's the other one? Internal combustion.
Sketchy.
The sketchy shirt. Or the go fast shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, you buy an internal combustion shirt, a sketchy shirt, or a go fast shirt.
Oh, jeez.
Tonight, before the end of this live, and we'll send you a cookie.
One cookie.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crumbled in the package.
It will
it's gonna
not.
be crumbs.
No, you put
They
this in a
crumble
bubble.
super easy.
Bullshit.
They're not bullshit. What are you doing?
You take one of these.
Does that have a label on it?
No, there's no
Some of those
label.
have to go out.
No label.
Okay.
You take one of these. You put the cookie in it.
One cookie? No.
You fold it up nice like this.
Oh no.
Look at this. That is a safe cookie.
And then put it in the bag.
And then put it in the bag. All right, so tonight, before the end of the show,
Oh my gosh, you're killing me.
which will probably end at early time, order any of those shirts from our store, UncleTony'sGarage.com. Fubar will put up the link, and I tell you what, you give us you tell us which one of these freaking things you want. Now here's the thing, okay?
Nobody's telling us which cookie they want.
You can't
they
have
enough to do.
You can't have these.
No,
I like the ones with the sprinkles. I like the ones with the chocolate sprinkles more than the colored sprinkles.
Nobody's picking their cookie.
But those are the ones that I
Whatever
eat.
Cookie I
Okay.
decide to put in the bag.
These over here.
Nobody's picking their cookie.
These over here. Nobody here eats these.
I eat them.
You eat those?
Wait a minute.
You don't need cookies.
What do you mean I don't need
You don't
cookies?
need cookies. So.
Are you telling me I'm fat?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
So you guys tell us which of these cookies you want, not these. I like these.
You can't put the chocolate. The chocolate's gonna melt. You
No,
can't put the chocolate.
It won't matter if it melts, it'll be in a plastic bag. The bubble wrap bag. So,
that's a bad idea.
but it's already done. It's already done, and that's tonight's special.
Oh,
You have to specify which cookie you want. You definitely cannot have the ones on the bottom row.
I'm not printing any shirts. So it's gonna be
It's
the
for the
Goldfish shirts, the sketchy shirts, or the
internal combustion shirts. Yes.
That's it.
All right. So
UTG scones.
there you go, guys. Tonight's special.
And those sprinkles. Tony eats them.
Yeah, I ate the sprinkled ones. Why are you laughing?
I know, because I'm gonna spend $100 on boxes of cookies just to get the ones that you don't eat to send
No,
them in the bag.
nobody's gonna really. You'll have 5 orders. You'll be able to fill it with that package.
Okay, all right, that's fine. If I have more than 5 orders, you're in trouble. Cupcakes. Yeah, we should put cupcakes.
UncleTony'sGarage.com.
At least the mac and cheese is
And make sure you specify in the order which type of cookie that you want.
Oh my goodness. Tony. No, they're not specifying. I'm not going through everything to see, which cookie does this person want?
What if they don't like?
I'm overwhelmed with stuff as it is.
Kathy,
Oh God, Fubar put up the link.
Thank you, Fubar. It's a cookie, Kat. It's easy.
Okay, so
They'll tell you that they want.
you can package it all.
I'm not gonna package shit. Look. You can tell them that you want the pink one.
No,
with-
no. No,
like
I
that?
eat those, I told you.
We have a bunch of these.
Yeah.
With the stuff in the middle and some
Cherry-
powdered sugar
yeah.
on them.
Uh-huh.
Those are nice.
See, it's a cookie, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, poor Maggie. She's freaking out.
Yeah, because you keep showing the cookies. And we keep saying cookie.
She wants to order a shirt.
The dog didn't even want it. How much? Much love and green cookies, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the green ones.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I've
that
handled
you
this
handled
one. So
that really
yeah.
well.
Come here,
You should
Maggie.
probably give it to Maggie. See how crumbly it is?
Huh?
It's gonna break in the bag.
It will not break in the bag.
It will. Do not give 10 packets to me.
Janet, you used to jump over my head for this stuff. You remember when she was a puppy?
Yes.
When she was a puppy, I would hold food over my head, and she would jump and snatch it out of my hand.
And ship everyone an ice cream cone with each shirt. Good idea.
That's not practical. We pride ourselves on practicality here.
Oh my goodness. Here come the ants, yeah?
No, there's
The
no
dogs
crumbs
get
when
it.
you have
The
dogs.
get it.
You never have to worry about cleaning food off the floor when you've got dogs.
Oh, let's see. What does Tony want for Christmas?
Nothing. Nothing.
No, nothing.
I have too much of everything.
You're trying to get rid of stuff.
Seriously.
Here comes the dog barks while they last. What? I still remember the live you did from the garage, sharing artichokes with the dogs. Laugh out loud. That was a while ago. Yeah, it was there.
Yeah, 6, almost 7 years ago.
Mhm.
That was 2017.
Yeah.
That's when Maggie was a puppy. She was like, I think we had just got her at that point.
Mm-hmm. Tony's got connections with the cookie cartels. Let's see. He wants to,
I know a guy.
He wants to build a big block Chevy for Christmas. Is that what you want, Tony?
Not really.
Steve Hilliard says veteran bikers sub to your channel.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah?
Nice. He's got a good channel. I like that guy. He's got a great attitude.
Christopher Mowry. Hey Tony, do you have a preference on frame, paint / rust preventer that you have used?
I use Rust-Oleum for all that stuff.
You
There's Pure 15, and I can't even name them all. There's a bunch of different ones. I use Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. You go through the basic steps, get all the loose scale off, make sure it's all clean and stuff like that. Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer, the brush on stuff. Let that sit for 24 hours and then paint it with whatever you're going to paint over that.
Let's see. The frog feeder says I'm having my former pig Chester for dinner tonight.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got to be weird eating pets. I know.
Yeah, you named them.
Yeah. I can't really.
Okay. Vitamin C says hello, Tony.
Hey, Vitamin C.
Eric Swinson says Tony needs a 73 Imperial Brown Ham.
I don't need an Imperial Brown Ham.
With
No.
his tobacco pipe, laugh out loud, pop, pop, Tony.
I need one of those tweed seat covers too.
Tweed seat covers.
You know, not the seat covers. Remember the tweed? It was just the seat.
I hear a lot of growling.
Yes, that's contention.
Contention.
Yes.
Yeah. He wasn't a pet. Okay. He's yelling. He wasn't a pet.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
Well, that's better. That's better. We were a little upset. Okay, he wasn't a pet, the frog feeder says. That's good to know. He was 600 pounds.
That's a lot of good eating. I often remind Maggie. Maggie won't let me eat. Right? Like, wherever I am.
Oh, Winnie.
Winnie. She'll sit and just put her face right at my dish and just wait. And of course I'll sneak some to her. But I often have to remind her that
she does that.
in other parts of the world she would be on the dish.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't want to think about that. You let your dogs beg. See Mexican's beg is going to yell at you now.
Yeah, I let them beg.
No, I yell at him all the time for that. That's why
fine.
they beg.
I don't care. But life is short and complicated, and if my dogs want to be enthusiastic about food, well, then I'm all for it. Just got to keep pushing them out of the way.
Oh my goodness, Tony. But then they think they can do it with me, and that's not going to happen.
Well, then you need to make them not do it.
I do make them not do it. He's always like, why? How come they don't take your food?
When you notice, like when I eat, they're on top of me. Okay?
Yes, I know.
Like literally on top of me. Maggie will wait until I've taken the last big bite of whatever it happens to be, and then as I'm chewing it, she lunges to the dish and cleans up whatever is left.
That's nice.
That's just the way she is. When I'm eating, the dogs, all 4 of them, soon to be 5, are just all over me like this. And when she eats, they back off a little bit. They keep about a 2 or 3 foot distance from her.
Because I like to eat my food without, fighting for it from the dogs. Be an alpha, Tony. You eat first, then them if they have permission.
But that's how it works. That's how it works.
Let's see. Daniel says, I miss my dog. She was the pre-wash for the dishwasher. She took that job so seriously. Aw. Let's see. Zero is here. Hello, Zero.
Welcome, Zero.
I still hear growling from the other room.
It's contention.
Yeah, I don't want them to fight.
That was part of the Cliff High
Hey
thing.
Tony, did you? Wargo says, Hey Tony, you did a video about a myth of new cars lasting longer and didn't go into the mechanical aspects of it. Aside from being analog, what makes them last longer?
Well, the older cars?
Probably older cars, he means, yeah.
Simplicity. The fewer parts, just common sense, the fewer parts there are to the assembly, the fewer failure points there are. So you keep adding things and adding things and adding things and interconnecting all of them, well, eventually you come up with something that's not repairable, which is what the current generation of cars are. You can repair them to an extent, but where are you going?
Come on.
Cat! So you can repair them to an extent, right? But you eventually reach a point where so many systems and so many interconnected systems are failing, and the cost of these things, the modules, everything's got a friggin' module. We get to the point that it's not cost effective to fix them anymore. So if an old car has, let's say, 10,000 individual parts, a new car has 100,000 individual parts, and every one of those parts, little micro things, is subject to failure. So it's that simple. And the prices of them, I just saw a thing where they're stealing Ford taillights now. The taillight assemblies go for $2,800. Yeah. The taillight assemblies go for $2,800 a pop, okay? If you can imagine that. And so now people are stealing taillight assemblies.
Okay, let's see, where are we? I solved the contention in the other room. That's where
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. We're talking to each other. I agree 100%, Tony. I'll stick with my gas-powered simplicity.
Yeah.
Christopher Mowry. J. Russell Finch, do you see common parts prices reducing in the future?
No. Nothing is reducing in the future. Nothing. And it has nothing to do with tariffs. The whole tariff thing, it's part of a bigger picture. There's a flip side to the tariff thing that hasn't really been discussed, but it will be at some point. But that's besides the point. Just inflation. It's that simple. They've printed so much money, and they're printing so much more right now, that the idea of anything getting cheaper in the foreseeable future is impossible.
Keith, I'm gonna kill your last name. Lewin. Sorry. Says, yo, Tony, over here. Whatever happened to the Imperialists by Lee Iacocca Puffs? Gabagool.
And the random pinion radio pinion band vortex crankshaft that tied them all together, right?
That sounds expensive.
Yeah. Well, it had 4 Hemis in it.
4 Hemis.
4 Hemis.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That must have been expensive. Lee Iacocca Puffs?
Lee Iacocca Puffs.
Firefly is confused.
It was an ad we did in Cars Illustrated magazine in like 1986, I think it was. So it was a goof ad, and it was for the Chrysler Imperialist, and it was the slogan at the time. Lee Iacocca was.
What year is this?
1986, I think it was.
Okay.
Could have been 87.
Okay.
But Lee Iacocca was the president of Chrysler, the CEO of Chrysler at the time, and his slogan on his ads was, "If you could find a better car, buy it." So we had Lee Iacocca Puffs saying, "If you could find a bigger car, buy it." I think it was a bigger car. I don't know, but it was the Chrysler Imperialist, and it had 4 Hemis in it, and they were all tied together with Chrysler's revolutionary new random vortex pinion band crankshaft. Beat all through the motor.
Okay. Doodle Davy says, hey Uncle Tony, long time watcher. My brother has a 1977 Fury. Do you know wheel bolt size? Is it on Baby Moon since we... Oh, it is on Baby Moon since we bought it.
You mean the bolt circle? It's 4.5 inch bolt circle. 4.5 on 5 on 4.5.
Let's see. We're talking to each other. Jay Weiss, question.
Yeah.
Has Tony ever been tempted to build cars with someone like Danny Coker or Chip Foose?
No. No. I, no. Chip Fu strikes me as such a nice guy. He seems like a genuinely, really, really nice guy. You can tell his heart's in the right place. But man, I have no, I'm not my style. Not my style.
Scoop and get free everything. Hit the like button for Tony and get free everything. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kathy, I'll send you
Oh, jeez.
stuff. I wonder if you got any orders.
No, please.
Let me see.
Don't even go there. I don't want to know.
I have to go there. I gotta see if anybody ordered with the cookies.
No.
Tony. Oh, you got 4.
Tony. No, I hope they're old. And I didn't mark them. Are they old?
Let's see. Oh yeah, they're old.
You have to refresh the page.
Isn't that refreshing?
UTG Publix cookies.
Yeah, nobody wants the cookies.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Last order was 7
7
hours ago.
I'm sorry. It happens that way sometimes. I only read half of the comments. It makes it more interesting. Okay. Oh, the merch again. Brian Power. UTG.
Yes.
Any chance you'd ever revisit some of the short form repair videos like the radiator repair with 2 pennies?
Oh God. You know, so I have thought about. I have a lot of different ideas in my head. Yeah, I've thought about doing like a series of 2 and 3 minute quickie repair videos, and I got that through. Well, as I flip through YouTube, I keep seeing this kid, and I can't think of his name now, right? But he posts these just mechanic tips, you know, simple things. If you're in the field and you're working on this stuff all the time, it's like little tricks that you pick up and everything. And he does them all the time. And I was like, you know, I should probably do something like that. I think there might be some value to that. I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. You can't hear me, Drew? I'm talking loud. Can you hear me now? Like I'm in my usual spot.
Yeah.
So. You must mean Scotty Kilmer, laugh out
loud. No, it's not Scotty Kilmer. No, he's a kid. He's probably like maybe 25 years old. He looks like a dealership tech. And he's always doing these little tips, you know what I mean? Like, you can't get the...
You should have people's names, you know.
Well, I wasn't prepared to talk about it.
It's a little better? Okay. I don't know, you should write down channels' names, I guess.
It wasn't something I was prepared to talk about. But he's always in my recommended feed. I'll take note of it next time.
I know the guy you're about. The car guy you're on about.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Let's see. Torino Elite. Hey, have you ever driven an AMC Hearst Rambler Scrambler? If so, what do you think?
No,
I think they're awesome. Not driven one though.
I think they're awesome too. I know I've never driven a Rambler, a Scrambler. Closest I came was like a 390 Javelin automatic. Not a very inspiring thing. But no, I love those cars. I think they're probably one of, if not the coolest overall package. The tack hose clamped to the steering column just talks to me. You know what I mean? It's like hot rod. This is real. But no, I've never driven one.
Olive says, does he need a Chris Fix kid?
No. No. This guy, he's not a pro YouTuber or anything like that. He just makes shorts. He just makes shorts.
Let's see. They're talking to each other. Let's see. Uncle Tony's ultimate tips. Javelin would be cool with elephant. No.
Yeah, I think it would be cooler with a hot 401.
Let's see. I have never seen a 1975 Roadrunner in real life that I can remember.
Well, they only built like 7,500 of them, and they weren't the most popular cars, so a lot of them just went to the junkyard. So, I mean, it's just, you got a handful of survivors.
I think I saw one, probably in Staten Island.
They were easy to spot back in the day because of that sticker on the back.
I think I saw one in the parking lot once. I was like, ooh, is that? Let's see, Doug Jones. Cars these days are overly complicated, poor quality, and absurdly high cost to repair due in most to the complicated design.
Yep. And now you've got a mechanic or a tech shortage because they're throwing in the towel. So like, no, just no. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the average person is now coming into a point where they're going to have a real crunch just keeping their regular everyday, 3 to 5 year old car on the road and maintained. 8-year-old car like that. The cost, the complication, everything built today is disposable. It's bad. I feel bad for people.
We're people.
We're not part of that. We have our fleet and we have our parts and our tools and our knowledge and everything that we own is very easily repairable.
Yeah, I mean it's still a lot of work though. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's okay. At least we're not at the mercy of anybody.
No. Tech shortage, I can believe it.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
We have a couple places that work on cars here. Like we have a couple big shops, and they seem busy all the time. We must have a lot of people working for them.
Yeah, but it's getting harder and harder. More people are the guys come into the field, they're like, yes, I want to be a mechanic like my dad was.
They don't say mechanic.
Tech. Yeah, I want to be a tech.
What a tech.
And then they find out it's not what it's cut out to be.
Mint Muscle says, I was brought home from the hospital when born in a 68 Javelin. With a 360 from Booth and Aaron's. Pop had to sell it to buy my parents' first home, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that's okay. At least you got the ride.
You get to live in a house.
You get to live in a house.
Car. So that's always a plus.
Well, I always used to tell people, you can live in a car, but you can't drive a house.
It's not fun.
So, but now that a third of the population is living in cars, it has a slightly different meaning.
Right. Yeah.
It was funny back in the day. Now it's like, oh my God.
It's horrifying. Let's see. 17 says, I make those modern cars. There are some stories I could tell about the crap that goes on.
I'm sure.
Danny Boyd says, my only AMC experience was driving a friend's Hornet.
My first hands-on hot rod experience was when I was 15 years old. And I met this kid named Nicky the Retard, who was 17. And his parents had bought him a Javelin, a 304 Javelin. And my first hands-on hot rod experience was putting headers on that Javelin. And it took us, we had no tools. I mean, like no tools. We had no jacks. We had nothing. We pulled this thing into his parents' garage, and maybe 2 weeks later, it came out. And so we took that car, we had a place called the Richmond Parkway, right? And the thing with that car was to go better than 100 miles an hour, because it would get to like 98, 99 miles an hour. And we figured, well, okay, we'll put headers on it and then it'll go over 100. So we would make these high-speed runs. So we put the headers on the car, cobbled whatever kind of exhaust we cobbled together. It was a mess. And took it for our high-speed run on the West Shore Expressway, on the Richmond Parkway, rather. And we hit 104, okay? So, and it was like, we were ecstatic. And then on the way back, it was getting louder and louder and louder, and one of the headers fell off. It unscrewed itself. I just fell off. So,
Okay, good.
yes. That was also the first car I ever drove down a drag strip in Englishtown, like a year later.
Hugh Jorgen says, hey, I live in Massachusetts and bought a 62 Impala 4-door that came from California. It's almost mint.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Congratulations.
Let's see. Talking to each other. Let's see. I'm punished for finding issues but getting more work to do, fixing the issue that I didn't make. That's 70. Making new cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You touch one thing and another, yeah. No. It's all far too interconnected. You can't, I mean, that's the simple basic of it, okay? In the old days, the customer complains that their battery went dead overnight, and you're like, oh, okay, well, what could it be? So you start checking fuses. You know instinctively it's going to be like the trunk wasn't closed all the way, or the trunk light switch wasn't working right, or they didn't close the door all the way, or or the door switch goes bad, the jam switch, and you like kept the dome light on, right? Easy fix. Try to do that today, because that circuit is intertwined with 100 different friggin' things. You can't. There's no simple fix anymore. There's no direct path from power source to switch to device. It's all over the place and intertwined. So it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous nightmare.
Joe Jones says the cost of tools to be a technician these days turns people away. You can't do much without a scan tool, change a part. It has to be programmed into the system.
Yep.
You have to tell it when to change the battery.
Yep. And then there's all of the subscription services and everything else. The world of cars is going to crash. I mean, like, there's going to be a transportation. I'm serious about this. There's going to be a transportation crisis. If something else doesn't happen first, if we don't have like bank failure or anything like that, there's going to be a transportation crisis coming in the next couple of few years, as all of these cars that they've built since in the last, I'm going to say like 2015 or thereabouts, till now.
Since 2015.
Since around 2015. You can't pinpoint it because some cars were impossible in the year 2000. But the average car built in the last 10 years or so, the replacement cost, the average transaction price, last time I saw it was about 2-3 months ago. It was $47,000. $47,000. That's the average. So somebody goes into the dealership, and they after the car and all of the bullshit that the dealer tacks on and the whole 10 yards, when they sign on the dotted line there, the average transaction price is $47,000, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Now this thing goes through all kinds of failures. You spend money chasing the failures before you give up, and then you have to go and buy another car. And what is the average transaction price going to be in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years? The average person is screwed. When it comes to transportation, the average person is absolutely screwed.
Well, they're not going to work anymore, so.
Well, that's another problem, yeah.
They don't need a vehicle to get to their office.
Right.
So, there's that. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, tips, and jokes, Uncle Tony.
Well, thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate that.
Scoop says the big screens on new cars make it easier for cops to give you distracted driving tickets. That would drive me crazy.
Tell me what the difference is between looking at your phone to read a text or fumbling with the screen. Right? Here, I'm looking at a text, or I'm looking to dial in my radio station or change it. Tell me what the difference is. What's the functional difference?
Zero difference. Transportation crisis will trigger bank failure or vice versa, chicken or egg.
Bank failure come first. Bank failure will come first. There's no question about it. How the banks have not failed yet, I don't know. I can't fathom it. I know there was just another an emergency. Oh God, what was it? $21 billion?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Scoop says I saw a guy get Dairy Queen delivered, and it's a block from his home. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, he deserves to live in his friggin' car.
Okay.
Okay, that's something I have no sympathy for. They deserve to live in their friggin' car.
We don't get food delivered.
No,
I don't think we've had food delivered since we left New York.
I can afford it. I don't want it.
We used to
I'll
get
go get my own food.
we used to get pizza delivered in New York, but that was it. Right? Pizza and Chinese food.
That was the normal thing.
Yeah, that was normal. Everybody did
That was the normal thing.
You were calling your Chinese order or you were calling your pizza
Yeah,
order.
but you didn't call DoorDash or some.
No, there's no
specific-
DoorDash.
no.
You called the place.
It was the normal thing. If in New York, if you had a pizzeria, you had a delivery vehicle. You had a delivery
Yeah.
driver. It was just the standard thing. Same thing with Chinese restaurants.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes I would go pick it up.
If you were out and about.
Hawak.
Yeah, Hawak.
They were great.
Beef with black bean sauce,
Oh,
man.
they were great.
They were great, but
Orange chicken.
they were not Lee's Imperial Garden.
Oh my goodness. I wonder if Hawak is still there. I bet you they are.
Hawak.
I never saw people work so fast in my life. They moved crazy fast.
You know-
Wohop, that's where we had our first date.
You don't remember? You don't remember
Georgie.
Simon? My friend
Yeah,
Simon.
Simon was okay, but Hawak was better.
I made friends with a Chinaman that had a restaurant in the town. Simon. This guy was just off the chain. Like he was like the classic. He was the quintessential. You picture a Chinese guy, you know, talks really fast, smokes like this.
Yeah.
That was him. He was great, and the guy never shut off. Like around the clock, 7 days and nights a week. The guy never shut off. He never rested. He never slept. Nothing. He was just a beast when it came to work.
But what if I want a single cheeseburger delivered, Joe King says?
Then you should be living in your car.
Just make a cheeseburger, Joe. Just make a cheeseburger. Let's see. Greg Barth says, if I'm in a motel with a loaded trailer on my truck, I'll order food delivery. Oh, that makes sense.
There are circumstances.
Yeah, that
right?
makes
That's
sense.
circumstances. That's different.
But in New York at the time we lived there, people ordered their Chinese and their pizza. Let's see. Speed Demon. Some Tesla truck, first one I ever saw, was huge. Took up the whole lane. So he was speeding in AM work traffic by Dodger Stadium. I kind of merged into his lane to slow him down when I saw him coming. But he would have hit you, Speed Demon.
And he would have got a check.
Yeah.
Get hit in the ass.
Oh, but he could have gotten hurt.
Yeah, no.
I actually went to Domino's and picked up my own pizza. He says, yeah. Speed Demon says he followed me to South Central and almost hit me. I'm sorry. See? You almost hit him.
Don't you guys wave guns out the window
No,
in LA?
only when you're in South Central, right? I'm just joking. Good evening, Truck 575. He says, good evening, local Tony again.
Good evening.
Let's see. I'm not sure I'd want to eat at a place owned by a vile fly. What? Good night, Tony and Kathy. Have a good night and great day tomorrow, Eric Swenson says.
Good night, bro.
Riff Raff Ruckus, did Uncle Tony's son help his dad in the garage when he was a kid?
No.
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 They don't like cars. Unfortunately, they don't like cars.
I am the only person in my entire bloodline
Yeah, they don't like
that has
cars.
anything to do with cars, that has anything to do with this
It
type of
happens.
life.
Everybody has their own thing. I don't understand why somebody would pay $80,000 for a new truck. Stang Lincoln. I know. Isn't that
80,000?
insane?
80,000?
It's just not a normal thing to do.
You mean a bear stripper?
It's like you have to be like mentally unstable. That's a lot of money.
Honestly.
That's a lot of money. For a vehicle.
I could never see putting that kind of money out on the street. I can't fathom it. I know I'm old school. I have old values. I cannot imagine ever putting that kind of that chunk of change on the street to get rained on, shit on, carts bounced off of it. No, just no. And to deteriorate, that's the thing. It's one thing to take $100 grand, $150 grand, and invest it into a car, a race car, a hobby car, a show car, a collector type of car. It's an investment, and it's a special thing. You know what I mean? It gets treated specially. But to take that kind of money and put it out on the street, where it gets towed, it gets stolen, it gets keyed, it's just all of the shit that happens to a car out in the world, and it's always deteriorating, and it's always needing something at some point. No, just absolutely not. I'd never consider it.
Let's see. Radio delete. Tata Le Breton. Danny Boy says, I paid $1,000 for a 39-year-old truck.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not for everybody, Tony.
I tell you what, this is accurate, okay? This is accurate. I will not put on the street anything that I couldn't buy what's in my pocket.
What do you mean, what's in your pocket?
Cash that I could just laying around, put in my pocket.
You can put in your pocket?
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, why would you take on a payment?
I did. I bought one new car.
Yeah, one new car.
I bought one new car back in 1987.
It was really nice, though.
It was very nice. It was
nice.
Great experience, except that you cringe every time anything happens to it. You know what I mean? Dust settles on it, and it's like, oh my God, right? Because it's perfect when it's new.
I remember when you put the cigarette burn in the seat.
Yeah, and
that was a terrible moment.
I made like the first payment, and as I was writing, I remember as I was writing the check, I was like, this was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life. I will never do this again.
It wasn't a mistake.
But
it wasn't a mistake at all.
No, that
was meant to be.
That was meant to be. That was my Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a car that made history, and it's a car that we made a living off of for a long time. But
it changed the way that Ford was going to build their cars.
There's a lot to that. I don't want to start talking about that stuff.
But I'm just saying that was meant to be. So don't regret that.
Yeah, that was a pivotal moment in history, really. But the payment was $171.90 a month. I'll never forget it. A payment, because it's the only payment I've ever made. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't make payments. I'm not a payment person. So yeah, $171.90 a month.
So Jesus, a 40-year mortgage on an F-150.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
Oh my gosh, how crazy! Showcases but Tony beat on that car. I felt yeah, I know.
It was funny. You were just talking about that Mustang, right? I was scrolling through Facebook. Was it yesterday, the day before? Yesterday, the day before. And there's a Facebook page called Cars Illustrated Magazine, which is my old magazine. But I have nothing to do with it. I have zero to do with it. And I was scrolling, and a thing came up for Cars Illustrated Magazine, and it was like a photo collage of like 4 cars, right? Or like four street racing scenes.
I saw it.
What's that?
I saw it.
You saw it? I'm driving every car.
I know.
It's so weird.
It's hilarious.
It's so freaking weird.
Bobby Hill shared it. He's like, who's starting these cars? The guy in the leather jacket. Oh, that's me.
It's like, you guys gotta picture this, okay? It's 4. Can I find it?
Yeah, I think you can find it.
She'll find it.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, you want to seriously? You talk about a weird life.
Yeah, it is weird.
You scroll through Facebook, and then there's look, there's me. It's me. Where did that come from?
And you're not even associated with it.
And I'm not even associated with it. I don't even think these people think, oh, well, I'll tell you the truth.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one. He has a new one. Yeah. It's Robert. I clicked on the wrong profile. Give me 1 second. He shares a lot of stuff. Okay, here it is.
Yeah, that's it. Can you see it?
Yeah, down. Put it down. Yeah.
All right,
And
so
there's Tony in the white.
yeah, that's me in the white Monte Carlo,
Yeah.
and then
Hold it back a little bit because you got it blurry.
and then
Back a little bit. Okay.
and then in the second one, I'm in the other lane. That was Billy Bellafato's Barracuda.
It's blurry. Let me see. Go ahead, next.
And then the next one, I'm in the near lane in the Turbo T-Type. And on the bottom one, I'm racing Neil Van Opry, and I'm driving a Turbo Sunbird.
You're on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Neil's on the left. Yeah.
go figure, right?
But I could see that here, like, oh, can you see Tony? There's Tony. There he is.
Wait, let me see.
I blew you up.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Can you see him? Yeah. It's hilarious.
These guys probably don't even know I'm alive. To tell you the truth.
What guys?
The Cars Illustrated.
They don't know you're alive?
Probably.
They know you're alive. Let's see. They'll probably make a t-shirt out of that. Anything front-wheel drive is junk, except maybe an old two-stroke Saab.
Well, back then, you got to remember, most cars were front-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive choices were very limited. And they were building some fairly decent, some fairly cool front drivers. You know, the Chrysler was doing the GLH and the GLHS. The Turbo Daytona was fast. I did a drag test on a Turbo Daytona, which I grenaded the transaxle. Like, it just exploded the transaxle all over the friggin' street. There were several cool front drive cars out at the time.
Mexican Spec says, I'm sure they know you are alive, Tony. You're not hiding under a rock. Did you know you have 391,000 subs?
Yeah, but I don't like to think of it
You
that
don't
way.
like to think of it that way. No. Did you have a mullet? No. You didn't have a mullet, no. Oh, no mullet. Thank goodness. Jose Esparza says, can I just say, Tony, the photo of younger you lapping valves on the crapper is hilarious. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that's all over.
It was funny when you made it. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, what did you do? That's hilarious. Let's see. Rear wheel is not good in the snow. Sure fun on frozen lake or parking lot, though. Well, four-wheel drive is easier in the snow, right?
I don't really pay attention.
You don't pay attention?
No, it's whatever it is.
We used to drive in the snow all the time.
Yeah.
Two-wheel drive cars. Remember we had the...
That's why I think the drifting thing,
Yeah.
I think I can ace that.
Yeah, that'd probably be fun.
I can ace that.
I remember driving the kids to school in the Monte Carlo, like, and it was coming down like crazy, and Highland Boulevard was full of snow, and you just kind of like go back and forth and move the wheel and spin it back to the other direction and just keep going.
Yep, counter steer, baby. It's all about counter steer. I think you put. I think I'm gonna try drifting this year coming up.
I
We're
think
gonna
you
do it
would
here at
like
the
it,
Speedway.
actually.
And yeah, that's what we're gonna do with the Belvedere. We're gonna take
The
that thing out.
Belvedere?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
We're gonna try drifting with it.
All right. Will that car do it? The Belvedere? With what motor, though?
The one that's in there, that propane motor.
That one?
Mhm.
It's not going to go fast enough. Yeah? Okay, we'll see.
You just relax.
He's always telling me to relax.
You just relax.
Don't you know not to tell a woman to relax? That doesn't work.
That engine with that whole setup
Uh-huh.
with was it a 750 Holly or an 800 Holly? I don't remember what carburetor was on it. But that setup with a different intake manifold and a different carburetor in Dr. Nightmare's car ran 1090 in the quarter at Bowling Green. So
Let's see. Drifting is a tire company's favorite sport. Danny Boyd says a modern Hemi and Winky would have been a good drift car. Just saying.
yeah.
Oh, so start on some snow if you get any.
I can throw around a B-body
Yeah,
Mopar.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Kathy is my witness.
Yeah, I know.
Kathy is my witness. I don't. I'm gonna say I'm not bragging on myself. I'm just stating the way it is. Okay. I can probably throw around a B-body Mopar as well as anybody else on Earth. So I'm gonna try it.
Philip Reed sent you super chat.
Thanks, Phil.
Had a spark wire on the Beal crumble in my hand. Realized that it ran the same. New wires and plugs, and oh my dear lord, that fixed so many problems.
They run great when you have a roll of 8 of them going at
Yeah,
the
isn't
same
that
time.
nice?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Oh my goodness. Anybody that lives where it snows knows how to drift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's called a Brody. What's a Brody?
Brody knob.
Oh.
That's a little
Yeah. The
knob that they
ball,
would put on wheels. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Scandy even? What does that mean? Scandy?
Oh.
Was it a DoorDash cheeseburger? Don't get a DoorDash cheeseburger. Dude, like, you don't know what people do to your food. Cook your own food. Have you seen some of the people that cook your places?
This is why the end of civilization is like
Cook your
banging
own
on the
food,
door.
everybody.
The end. The giant asteroid needs to get here as quick as possible.
Oh, it's probably coming. Let's see. Oh, since I was correcting my own spelling, Kathy. Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on.
See, I told you Olive wasn't.
She
I made a video. I forgot which one it
for a
was.
little while.
Kathy's like, you pissed off Olive and she's never coming back.
wasn't
And I said,
yelling at you like
Olive
that.
will be back.
I did not yell like that. Let's see. Kathy should do drifting videos. It would go viral. There's no snow. There's no snow here.
Well, no, he means on dry pavement.
Oh, on dry pavement? Oh. I mean, I don't know how to do it on dry pavement.
Once, if you've got a car with a locked rear end, once you've got it out of line, it's nothing to keep the wheels spinning. It's getting it out of line can be a problem. And that's why those drift guys use a brake. They have a separate hand brake that they tug on, and it locks the back wheels for a second, gets it sideways, and then they can give it gas. Because once it's sideways, it doesn't take any power to keep the wheels spinning. So they use a brake. I'm going to try to do it just for power.
Okay.
I think I can do it just for power.
Okay. Drifting is a skill. It's a skill, Tony.
I'm going to try
I'm sure
it.
you'll be fine with it.
It looks like fun.
Let's see. Where can you do that?
That's what I did.
Is there anywhere close
That
to
one
us?
that one time I tried auto. Yeah, it's a Speedway they do it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When they have cars and coffee, they do drifting.
Oh, good. At least
That's
it's
what
close to us.
Ducky wants to do with the Chevy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
When
but-
do they do it?
First Saturday of every month.
Olive says you didn't want to hear me talk at the time, Tony. See?
I always want to hear you talk, Olive. What was I? What was I just saying?
No, I asked you when do they do it? When do they drift? Like,
Yeah, first Saturday of every month.
For only once a month?
Yeah.
Oh, that's some.
The
Everybody's lazy, I
one time we
swear.
tried autocross.
Oh no, we're not doing autocross.
But what did I do? I drifted the whole friggin' thing.
Yeah, right. And you
They
knocked
did it
out
already.
their cones and their lights, and they really hated us.
I took out the timing
Yeah,
lights.
they were upset.
Yeah, and they were like, "No, don't come back."
Don't
I
come
didn't
back.
know what you were supposed to
We
do.
weren't supposed to power shift through it.
What do you mean?
You can't power shift a B body.
Bullshit! I did it.
Right? You're not supposed to do that.
all I
You're
know
not
is
supposed to do that.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Right, of course. So let's power shift a B body through the cones.
So I drifted the whole course.
Yeah.
I took out a couple of cones and I did spin it out once
Yes.
and onto the was the grass?
Thank God you
I
didn't
think I
hit
got in the
anybody.
grass. Yeah, the corner workers were running all over the place.
It's not funny.
And
But I'm
then
laughing because it's ridiculous.
the last part of it was a turn. And you come around the turn, and I had the back end hung out, the tire spinning, coming around the turn, and I whacked their timing equipment, and they told me don't come back.
Right.
So, but it was funny because when I was done, I looked over the course, and it was just smoke. There was just like clouds of smoke here, clouds
Yeah,
of
because
smoke
you're
there.
doing burnouts through the whole thing.
I drifted the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, not good, Tony. They were really mad. They were really mad.
They were. Those the autocross and like sports car people are so soft. They're cute.
Oh. So, do you think you can drift without getting thrown out?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to drift there.
No, I'm saying at the drifting place.
Sure.
At the drifting place. What's it called? The drift.
The speedway.
The speedway.
Yeah, I could do it.
All right. You don't like to go in circles, though, but.
No, not boring.
Wait, do you go by yourself or is it with other cars?
I don't know. We'll find out. Whatever it is, we're just gonna go do it.
You're gonna drift with other cars?
Sure.
Okay. It's okay. Is Tony gonna go to a street takeover? I don't think so.
No.
No. No. Firefly says drifting is for dirt tracks. We don't have one, do we? Dirt track.
There's Duck
The
Rivers.
drifting place, yeah. It's called an intersection. We've done that. We've drifted through intersections. Sideways. I'll never forget that. That lady was screaming. I was sideways. We turned the car sideways, and I looked out my side window, and oncoming traffic was coming, and a lady just screamed. She raised her hands off the wheel and just screamed because she was going to T-bone us.
Did anything happen?
No, you
So
straightened
what are
the
you worried
car
about?
out. It's funny.
I gathered it up.
Yeah. Scared a woman one time when a handbrake turned into the 7-Eleven. Yeah, the same thing.
Do you remember that time I did the bootleg U-turn? I forgot we were driving. It doesn't matter. We were on Richmond Avenue, and we had Rocco and Adriana in a car.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I was in the back seat with you.
it was like the middle of the night. There was like no traffic or anything like that. We were the only car on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing about 60, 65, and I did a bootleg U-turn
Mm-hmm.
and kept going straight. And like, they were screaming.
Funny. Yeah, I don't know how we're not dead. Like, honestly. That would have been in the Roadrunner.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. We used to go out with them in the Roadrunner all the time, the 68. That's what we had a lot.
I just remember
That's
spinning around and just screaming.
That would be that car. Uncle Tony drifting, yes, Flow State says.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I think that car will be good at it.
Watch, you'll take over drifting. You'll be the drifting champion of Tennessee. Is there such a thing? Who knows? I don't
idea.
know.
I'm just going for the shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, my drifting name would be Lucky. Jerry Russell says, you need a drifting name.
Smokey.
Smokey.
Yeah. Smokey DeFeo. Uncle Smokey.
Is that your drifting name?
Uncle Smokey.
Do you want that embroidered on a T-shirt?
I want that gouged into the door of the car.
Uncle
With a
Smokey.
screwdriver. Uncle Smokey.
So when we show up, people won't think that we're crazy at all.
Who's that old guy?
He calls himself Uncle Smokey. It says so on the side of the door. They carved it in. Oh yeah, Uncle Smokey, E.T. Enterprises says. Oh my goodness. Dusty Bottoms and Lucky Day what? Mine would be Olive. Oh my goodness. Drifting name would be I'm sorry, officer. Joji. Dada says, with 3 feet of snow here and ice rain, we get professionals at drifting for the World Guinness Book for the most drifting at the same time.
Well, that's the thing. I think that the people who think that drifting is a big deal don't come from places like where they get a lot of snow on the ground and they have a bunch of rear-wheel drive cars. Because it just seems to me, I could be wrong. I could be wrong because I've never actually tried it. But it doesn't seem like it's that, it just seems like it's kind of normal,
Yeah. Let's see. Tires are so expensive, so I wouldn't have a drift name, Scoop says. Oh.
Why? You go to the used tire place and you get all their blems. What are they going to charge you for them?
That's true.
You get all the shit that they've got piled up, but it's no good for passenger car use. They can't really sell it as a nice used tire, so you just grab all of those.
Let's see. Uncle Smokey is crazy. J. Russell Finch. Hugh says the old dude doing the burnout is usually me. Max level. Uncle Smokey walks sideways due to G-forces and television.
That'll be my trademark.
He walks sideways.
Why does he walk sideways? It's a way of life.
Olive says that occasionally alarm passengers. Old McDonald says, was not expecting to do so, Danny, but okay. Talking to each other. Bioflight, Uncle Smokey is his diplomatic immunity card. Let's see. Oh, the names from Three Amigos, Dusty Bottoms and Lucky Day. Okay. It's harder to get the skills without the snow. That's true. Yeah. I agree. Once you get used to driving in the snow, it's kind of easy.
Counter steer. It's all about counter steer.
It's kind of easy. You have to do it on a regular basis, though.
I mean, granted, I know it's going to be slightly more difficult on pavement.
Ice is different.
Ice is difficult, but I've driven on glare ice.
But it's worse. It's harder.
I never let weather slow me down. Slow me down, yes. I mean, slow down to a reasonable speed, but I never let weather keep me off the road. So I got thousands and thousands of miles under my belt of driving through New York City winters. I don't think we'll have any problem with that at all. Cat! But you left me! Oh, jeez! All right, I have to... Now she does this, and I ran out of stuff to talk about. So now I have to go here to the live.
Huh? What's the matter?
Well,
here.
No, you disappeared. I ran out of things to talk about. I completely lost track of things.
Your time is almost up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
What time is it? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Your time is almost up. Let's see. Big Jet says, my mom works with a disabled dude who smokes 2 packs a day. His name is Smokey Tim.
Smokey Tim.
Let's see. I missed, I guess, a lot of... Let's see. Hello, 911. Do you have any used tires? I want to go drift my car. Barry Kuda says, a temporary sign appeared on my street the other day reading, no engine braking. You'd think a government department should get the spelling right.
Oh, okay.
JY, have you ever tuned / tinkered something bigger than 8,000 pounds gross weight? That's a lot. No.
My ramp truck.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the record's 8,800 pounds.
Is it? I thought it was 60 something.
8,800 pounds.
800?
Yeah, because it's steel bed, everything is reinforced. Yeah. It's crazy suspension.
That's a good truck.
But no, I never hot rodded anything like that.
Let's see. Carlos, fishtailed out of a winter Ohio parking lot with my new roommate from Florida, and he freaked out. I bet. That was just a fishtail. Who's telling me to shush, Danny Boyd?
Don't tell Kathy
Who's
to
telling me
shush.
Kathy.
Uncle Kathy Bananas never shushes.
What do you mean shush? I'm reading the questions.
Yeah, this is an important job that she's doing.
Each time Kathy runs away, I hear Ozzy Osbourne yelling, Sharon. Zara says, can I get hello to my nephew Isaiah?
Isaiah! What's happening, my brother? How are you?
Hello, Isaiah. Let's see. You have a ramp truck?
I had, when I had the fuel car, I had a ramp truck.
Yeah, not anymore. Let's see. Hang on, I'm looking for questions. Hey, Tony, talk about free market capitalism as it pertains to medical. Hard to make a free market decision when you're knocked out from a car crash.
You
don't want to talk about that?
There's free market capitalism and there's predatory capitalism. Which one do you want to talk about? Because if you're talking about the medical establishment, that's based on predatory capitalism.
Danny Boyd always tell me stop looking at the clock, Kathy. That's why he told me to shush.
Oh, okay.
Well, how long do you want us to be on for, Danny? There, you happy now? Josh told him not to say, to give it up on the capitalism thing. It's fun. Predatory needs to go. Well, yeah.
It does. Well, if you have a functional government, then predatory capitalism won't exist. But that's besides the point.
I have to let the dog out. Lily is locked in the bedroom.
I'll let them out. You do that. Okay.
I think he just left everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Lily. You gotta go out?
Tony, are the roller cams the only safe cams left to buy? I'll ask him as soon as he gets back. Hang on there, Vilefly.
They're
He
out.
just
They're
ran
in the
away.
yard.
Well, no, Lily's in the bedroom.
I know. I let Lily out.
Alright, Firefly. Tony.
Ah!
The roller cam's the only safe cams left to buy. Lots of bad flat tapping cams floating around the market these days.
I got burned some hydraulic rollers from comp. So yeah, even that you gotta work. The only safe rollers, the only safe lifters that are out there, if you really want to be truly safe, is a solid roller. Everything else you're taking a gamble with.
We don't need caps for Kathy. Oh, we don't need caps. You should probably get them from outside. They're gonna be all muddy.
Oh jeez.
Do you want to get them? Or you want me to get them?
Well, it's gonna take two people.
Why don't you tell a story?
I don't want to tell the story. Let's just wrap it up for the
Why
night.
don't you tell a story?
No, let's just wrap it up for the night. I'll tell the story next week.
Okay.
They didn't buy any merch.
It's okay.
I'm not
That's
giving
fine.
any stories
They
away to
bought
people.
Tons of merch.
They didn't buy any tonight.
They
Did they
bought
buy any tonight?
tons of merch.
Let me see.
Danny Boy's like, no.
Let's see. If there's a new order in here, I tell the story. If there's not, we end it.
Oh, stop it.
And nope, 8 hours ago. Okay, that's it, guys.
Week-long UTG live. No, Danny Boy. No.
Well, we may do a marathon coming up soon. I miss doing those things.
Do you? You
Yes.
can do this by yourself.
It's been a long time.
Or get some crazy person to do it with you.
Yeah.
we could do
Maybe you get Ralph to come over. We'll do a marathon. All right. Oh, sorry, darling. I'm sorry. I just clapped in your face. So, guys, our awesome mods, Zero and his nephew Isaiah. Mexican Spec Fubar. Guys, thank you so much. Everybody contributed super chat. Thank you. Always appreciated. Never expected, but always appreciated. And everybody who, your presence and your conversation, thank you equally. And
Everybody who commented, you mean?
everybody did what?
It's okay now. Don't. I'm listening to the dogs bark.
Yes, we have to go take care of them. Good. It's muddy outside. And
Yes.
if I let them in, we both have to be there with towels to get the mud off their
Uh-huh.
feet, or it's going to be all over the place. So that's it. Jamie, Dead Dodge Garage, stole all my fuse.
And we're laughing.
Yeah. But go over there and laugh at his latest follies.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it.
Dr. Art Wednesday night. We'll have Dr. Art Wednesday night.
Okay.
Our usual Wednesday night live.
Yeah.
And guys, thank you so much. Kathy, make it stop. I'll
Thank
get
you,
the dogs.
everybody. Have a great night.
Okay, good night all.